everybody, and welcome back to How to Launch Your Brand on Social Media. I'm Katie. I'm a design school educator with Canva. I'm breaking down how to launch your brand on social media step by step. In the previous episode, we learned how to design your social posts using Canva. Now, in episode 6, we're discussing getting seen. So, what does that mean? And how do you use metrics to measure your success? Let's get into it. So, you've kicked off your campaign, but how do you know if it's working? It's all about getting to grips with the metrics. So, what are metrics? Metrics are the data that you use to assess engagement, like video plays and likes and comments on your posts. Most social platforms have tools to help you understand your engagement rate. This is really important information because you'll not only see how many eyes are actually getting on your content, but how many people are actively interacting and engaging in forms of likes, comments, and shares. Of those three, comments and shares are the best indicator of performance, as they require the most effort and demonstrate optimal engagement. So someone who's commenting and sharing your content is likely to return and re-engage with it later. There are websites like CrowdTangle that work really well to audit your content engagement and will also help you compare to your competitors to see how you're performing up against them. Our industry experts had some thoughts on the subject as well.
There's only one way to keep track of the progress you're making on social. Set some goals and then measure them. There are tons of things you can measure on social media, but it comes down to what you're trying to achieve. What's going to get you closer to where you want to be? Measure that.
People talk a lot about return on investment with social media, and in that marketing space it's so hard because return on investment, it is kind of like an airy-fairy concept. The one beauty with social media is that you can give those facts and figures specific to how many people have seen that post, what is their age bracket, what is their relationship status. You can really drill down into that, and particularly with social media you can see who is engaging with your post to get an idea of who your audience is as well.
So how do you decide on your goals? If you're just starting out, you want to get your business noticed. So brand awareness could be your goal. Make sure your content clearly expresses who you are and what you do. Then measure awareness by tracking how many people you reach with each post. If you're a more established business, your goal might be to deepen the relationships you have with your community. Create content that adds value to their lives by inspiring, educating, or entertaining them. Then measure engagement by tracking how many positive comments you receive. Each social platform has built-in analytics to help you measure and keep track, so you've got all the insights you need at your fingertips.
All right, so it's important to go back to your campaign goals to help you decide exactly which metrics you're going to measure, which ones are most important to you, which metrics really help you meet your goals. So who can remember the campaign goals for our pretend client, Home & Co? Our campaign goals were to build brand awareness and build an engaged community. So what metrics do we want to look at to see how we can measure and assess the engagement of our campaign? So I'll tell you. So of those 3 posts, we are looking at our comments, likes, and shares on those posts. Those are going to be a really good indicator of engagement for our campaign. So that wraps up our episode 6 on metrics. Understanding metrics is so important in deciding how to best utilize them to meet your brand's goals. Our next episode focuses on another aspect of getting seen, content strategy. You don't want to miss that one. It has a lot of awesome tips and tricks. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you next time.